My name is Isla. And this is the story of how I discovered that my husband was secretly planning to divorce me. A man I trusted. A man I loved for 8 years. A man I believed would never hurt me. But he had already prepared everything behind my back. He had a lawyer. He had a plan. He even had another woman. But what he didn't know was that I had already made a move that would change everything. This is not a simple cheating story. This is a story about betrayal. About strength. About strategy. And about becoming stronger than the person who tries to destroy you. Let me take you to the beginning. Medium white star full 5000 plus word story script TDS friendly. Title: He was secretly planning to divorce me. But I made my move first. Intro hook for TDS. My name is Isla. And this is the story of how I discovered that my husband was secretly planning to divorce me. A man I trusted. A man I loved for 8 years. A man I believed would never hurt me. But he had already prepared everything behind my back. He had a lawyer. He had a plan. He even had another woman. But what he didn't know was that I had already made a move that would change everything. This is not a simple cheating story. This is a story about betrayal, about strength, about strategy, and about becoming stronger than the person who tries to destroy you. Let me take you to the beginning. When I married Daniel, I truly thought I had found my forever partner. He was charming, funny, and incredibly confident. My friends used to say, "Isla, you hit the jackpot. Daniel is the perfect man." But perfect men don't hide perfect lies. For the first few years, our marriage felt normal. We laughed, traveled, cooked together, and shared dreams about our future. We talked about buying a bigger house, maybe having a child, and building a peaceful life. But slowly, things started to change. It didn't happen all at once. It was small. Silent. Almost unnoticeable. Daniel started coming home late. At first, it was once a week. Then twice. Then almost every day. He stopped asking how my day was. He stopped touching me. He stopped calling me by sweet names. He started guarding his phone like it held the world's biggest secret. He would take it to the bathroom. To the shower. Even to the balcony. Whenever I sat next to him, he would tilt the screen away. And every time I asked what was wrong, he gave the same reply: work stress. Don't overthink. But deep inside, a small voice whispered, "Isla, something is wrong." It was a Friday night. Daniel came home smelling like expensive perfume, a scent I had never worn in my life. He rushed to the bathroom in a panic. His phone remained on the bed. This never happened. It was like the universe placed the truth right in front of me and said, "Look." My hands shook as I picked up the phone. My heart beat so loudly I could hear it in my ears. The screen lit up with a new message: "Can't wait for Sunday. Heavy black heart Emily." My world stopped. Who was Emily? I tapped on the message thread. And that's when my life fell apart. "Emily, did you book the cabin?" Daniel: "Yes, baby. It's just for us." Emily: "Did you talk to your lawyer?" Daniel: "He says it will be easy." She won't fight back. She never does. Emily: "Good. Just get rid of her." Get rid of her? He was talking about me. My breath disappeared. My vision blurred. I felt like I was drowning inside my own body. My husband wasn't he just cheating. He was planning to end our marriage behind my back, like I was a burden he wanted to throw away. In that moment, a part of me broke, but another part of me woke up. Not anger. Not revenge. Clarity. When Daniel came out of the bathroom, I was lying on the bed pretending to sleep. He kissed my forehead. A gentle kiss, but it felt fake. Empty. Cold. For the first time, I realized how many lies can hide behind a simple gesture. I didn't confront him. I didn't scream. I didn't cry in front of him. I knew that confronting him now would only help him. He would twist the story, blame me, manipulate me. No, I needed to be smarter. So I stayed quiet. I listened. I observed. A storm was forming inside me, but on the outside, I was calm. For the next few weeks, I watched him closely. And the more I watched, the more my heart died. Daniel became a completely different person. He spent hours texting someone in the bathroom. He stopped wearing his wedding ring. He came home late with excuses that didn't even make sense. He even criticized me for small things. You always forget things. You never understand me. You're overreacting. He was slowly making me feel like I was the problem, so when he divorced me, I would blame myself. Classic manipulation. But the worst part, he looked happier without me. It was like he had already left me emotionally, long before he planned to leave legally. But I wasn't going to sit and cry. I was going to prepare. I contacted a lawyer secretly. A better lawyer than his. A lawyer who specialized in hidden asset divorce cases. I gathered everything I needed: bank statements, property documents, copies of joint accounts, screenshots of his messages, his emails to Emily, his call logs, evidence of his cheating. My lawyer told me something important: Isla, if he files first, you lose power. But if you file first, he will be shocked. You must act before he does. That day, I made my decision. I would not allow him to destroy me. I would hit first. Harder. Smarter. Quietly. One night, Daniel left his phone on the kitchen counter. He had become too confident or too careless. A message popped up: Emily, I don't want to be the other woman anymore. Make it official. Daniel, relax. She's too dumb to notice. Emily, when will you leave her? Daniel, next week. She'll cry, sign the papers, and be out of my life. Too dumb, that word didn't just hurt me. It ignited something fierce inside me. I looked at myself in the mirror that night, with tears in my eyes, and whispered, Isla, you are not dumb. You are not weak. You will not let him win. That night, I stopped being a broken wife. I became a strategist. The next morning, Daniel acted unusually sweet. He made breakfast. He complimented me. He even hugged me tightly. Why? Because he was about to end things and wanted to act innocent. While eating, he said, Isla, we should talk tomorrow. I smiled politely. In my heart, I whispered, tomorrow. I won't be your wife anymore. I packed nothing. I didn't run. I didn't panic. I went to my lawyer. We filed the divorce. We froze our joint accounts. We secured my share of the property. We protected my financial rights. We prepared the lawsuit for adultery with evidence. By the end of the day, everything was done. All that was left, was to let him walk into his own trap. The next evening, Daniel sat on the couch and said, "Isla, I think we should separate." I placed a folder on the table. "Our divorce papers were filed this morning," I said softly. His face turned pale. His hands shook. His lips opened, but no words came out. "What, how, why?" he stuttered. I looked him straight in the eyes. "Because you planned to betray me. And you thought I wouldn't know." He swallowed hard. His confidence shattered into dust. I pushed the printed screenshots toward him. His messages with Emily. His lawyer emails. His cabin booking. Everything. He looked like the ground beneath him had vanished. Daniel begged. "I can explain. It wasn't serious. I was confused. We can fix this." But his words were worthless. "You said I was too dumb to notice," I replied calmly. "But I wasn't." He fell silent. For the first time, he realized he had lost control. He lost the wife he thought was weak. He lost the divorce advantage he planned. He lost the money he wanted to keep. He lost the respect he thought he deserved. And I walked away with dignity. The next days were peaceful. Strangely peaceful. I slept better. I breathed better. I smiled freely. Not because I wasn't hurting. But because I finally valued myself more than I valued someone who betrayed me. Emily left him within a month. She didn't want a man who had nothing left to offer. Daniel tried contacting me many times. But I blocked him everywhere. Some battles are won by letting go. To anyone listening to this story, if someone is planning to break you, be stronger than their plan. Be smarter than their lies. Be calmer than their chaos. You don't have to scream to win. Sometimes the strongest revenge is silence. Sometimes the greatest victory is self-respect. I didn't just survive. I rebuilt my life. And I learned something important: a woman who knows her worth cannot be destroyed.